What is going on, guys? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Voorhis, and today we're joined by Mr. Paul from Fishing Montana. He's the first guest that we've had in the studio, so welcome.
Thank you.
Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I know you guys are probably asking, where's the rest of the Montana Ice Tour? Don't worry, guys, it's coming. We just push it back a little bit. Don't worry, it's on the way. So today's video is going to be a little bit different, guys. It's actually inspired by a Facebook post that I made on the Montana Ice Fishing Forum. Just kind of encouraging younger creators, content makers who are interested in starting a YouTube channel. So we decided to come together and make a video just kind of talking about and explaining our experiences to you guys, hopefully providing a lot of value for those of you who are starting that YouTube channel.
And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. We'll both be checking it and answering anything we find.
So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Tip number 1 is going to be just get started. Paul, you want to take it over?
Yeah, so right from the beginning, if you just get going, make your channel, get started, start putting out content, putting out videos, that's all you really need to do. Once you get that first step done, it's a lot easier from there to justify, you know, spending the time editing and putting it out another video and stuff like that. So really just getting started is although it sounds simple, it's a great first step, and you have to do it. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's the only way
just
to do it.
don't wait and just try and start. That's the biggest thing that we've definitely jumped that hurdle is just actually starting it and making the channel for yourself. Paul, what was the hardest part about actually starting for you?
For me, it was the time commitment originally, because for me, at least specifically, I wanted to not only just start, but commit to making videos regularly. So, but that's not for everyone, you know. If you just want to make them every once in a while, you can do that as well. But just getting started is so important because, you know, otherwise it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
If you don't have a channel, it doesn't really matter. So
the hardest part for me was probably not knowing what to say and thinking to myself that this doesn't sound good, this doesn't look right. But that's part of the challenge. I mean, you have to just wing it and let it back. I mean, you got to just film yourself and put it out there and see what anyone else is going to say.
Tip number 2, share your channel with others. Rush, you have any comments on that one?
You know, this is one of those things where a lot of creators get hung up with it, because especially when you're starting, you're kind of self-conscious about your channel, you're self-conscious about your image on camera, your video, what other people are going to think. And it's important to, as you share your channel, find a community that you're trying to be a part of. Engage that community and embrace that community and really make yourself a part of that community, and from that community your channel will grow. Of course, you're going to share your channel with people that don't like it and just simply do not want to watch it. That's a part of it, guys. You're going to have to put up with that. But when it comes to sharing your work, your art, that's what this is. It's your work. It's what you want to do. It's your content. So share it with the people that you think are going to love it.
So for you personally, what was your biggest fear in sharing your channel?
You know, my biggest fear was, without a doubt, people's reaction to my content. And that is definitely a very understanding fear, but as you go, as you grow, you'll find out that the community that you're part of is much more uplifting and supportive than you could have ever imagined, and will definitely drown out the haters and all those negative comments. So as you grow, just know people are with you and they will support you. Alrighty, guys, tip number 3 is going to be make the content you want to make. Paul?
Yeah, so really what it boils down to is you got to make things you're passionate about, stuff you're interested in. You don't have to be cookie cutter. You don't have to be making the same stuff everyone else is. Make what interests you. If you got a topic or an area of expertise that you're really confident and knowledgeable about, feel free to create content in that area. Feel free to make a video about what you're interested in and what you like.
I would agree 100% with it, you know, and overall, just have fun with it. Yeah. I mean, that's what it's about, guys. That's why we do this, is because we have fun with it, and that's that. I mean, that's how it comes out. So,
yeah.
And Paul, what is the hardest part about making an idea the video?
I think the hardest part is that you're so focused on doing 2 different things at once, it becomes kind of an issue with multitasking. So I think the hardest part is you're trying to focus on one thing, but you're also trying to film it, and you start kind of getting up in your head with the whole thing. But really, there's a pretty easy solution to that, and what is that?
Get outside, press play, and action. I mean, you just got to get out there, you got to press play on the camera, and you got to do stuff. that's that. I mean, no one else is going to do it for you guys. You got to do it yourself.
All right, and tip number 4 is film what you want to watch. Anything to say about that, Rush?
I think every content creator runs into this exact issue. You'll be watching a YouTube video, super into it, and then all of a sudden you find yourself super bored. Someone's been reeling in this fish for the last 15 minutes and you just had enough. And you're skipping forward and you just don't want to watch certain things in certain videos. As you guys are out there, as you're experiencing, as you're playing around with your cameras, your gear, your equipment, and you're watching yourself back, you're going to see what I'm talking about. These boring parts need to be eliminated from the video because it's just not fun to watch. And as you're filming, as you're going through your day, try and film the things that you want to watch. Be sure to have that camera recording while you're doing stuff that you want to watch. You're going to have to play around with it and experience this a few different ways in a few different situations, but yes, just film what you want to watch. Always be aware of the fact that what you're doing might be boring to you and it might be super interesting to somebody else, as well as whatever you think is super interesting might be really boring to other people. So just be mindful of what you're filming.
And then what are some things you've discovered are worth filming that you didn't quite capture before?
You know, when I first started, I never really filmed the entire experience. I only filmed the moment, right? When you hooked a fish, when you started your car, when you did something. That's what I thought I should be filming, was just the moment. But in all reality, there's a much bigger story to what you're doing. There's the blue sky, there's the green trees, there's the sharp blade of grass that's slowly coming into the morning sun. There's the overall atmosphere that you can really capture behind the lens of a camera, not just the current action that's happening. And that's one thing that I've definitely learned and experienced in the past 3 years is being willing to actually capture more than just the moment. Capture the experience. Alrighty guys, tip number 5 is going to be don't do it for the money, do it because you want to. Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, this is actually really important because if you're doing this for the money, guarantee you're not going to be around for 6 months, 8 months, still making videos, still making consistent content. You really need that passion for what you're doing, that driving force to keep you going, keep you interested in it. Because if you're just trying to make a quick buck, honestly, you're not going to be around for that long. Once you're looking at what you've... if you're passionate about what you're doing and what you're sharing, and you have other motives besides trying to make a quick buck, you're really going to have way more fun doing this. You're going to enjoy what you're doing, and you're going to make more videos more consistently because of that, just as a direct result. And then also, something I've learned from this whole experience is you're going to spend way more money than you could ever hope to make, just getting really involved and really excited about making your videos better, improving your equipment, finding new ways to film. And so it becomes more of an expensive hobby in addition to your already expensive hobby.
Yes.
But it ends up being worth it in the end when you can look back and enjoy what you've created. So that's really what it comes down to. Don't try to do this for money. It's not going to work out for you. I'm sorry. But did you have any other additional thoughts to add to that?
I thought you did a great job there, Paul. My only additional thought is going to be start small, learn the basics, and just have fun with it, guys. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And just be open to having fun. I mean, that's what it's about. So, all right, guys, that's the 5 questions for us. One last piece of advice for the viewers at home. Paul, what is the one thing that you would want to tell yourself day one starting off on YouTube?
One thing I would tell myself is try to keep it more balanced. And what I mean by that is don't be so focused on starting your channel, creating videos, that you forget why you're doing it all in the first place. Forget why you're out there, why you drove 2 hours, hour and a half, whatever, to go fishing, you know. It's really easy initially to be like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta capture that, oh, my battery's not charged, and make it all this big thing. But don't forget to get back to why you're out there in the first place, why you're passionate, why you love it. For myself, I created this really out there goal to create a video every single week for a year, and I did accomplish that. But in that process, there were a lot of moments where I realized I maybe forced myself into content just because I was trying to meet that goal. So maybe even remembering, you know, you're out there to fish, you're out there to have a good time and to share it with others, but also balance that. Don't make it all about fishing. Don't make it all about, you know, just making a video. So
great piece of advice there, Paul.
So what So Rush, what is your final piece of advice to the viewers at home?
My final piece of advice is going to be short and quick. It's learn to edit. Learn how to work your camera. Learn how to work your computer, because in the long run, that's your main tool. Okay, you might know how to fish some certain way, but if you don't know how to work your camera, if you don't know how to turn your laptop on correctly, it's just not going to work. You're not going to be able to jump through it. So definitely take the time and not only try to make content, but also try to learn your equipment. That's one of the biggest things that you'll be using, and it's a great resource to understand and use to its fullest potential. So, alrighty guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. Check out the merch in the link below. Paul's channel will be linked somewhere in the description below. Have a good day.